In this thought for the week, we're thinking about leadership, how we exercise it, and what it looks like. Enjoy. Do you know, when I was new to ministry, many years ago now, I had an older minister say something to me that stayed with me all of my ministerial life, and it's this: you are called and anointed to lead this church. If you don't exercise your responsibility and your privilege, you'll create a vacuum, and somebody else will move to fill it that isn't anointed and isn't called to lead. And you know, over the years I found that to be so true. Now, I'm not telling you what sort of leadership style that requires, but what I am saying is that we are called and anointed by God to lead his church. Now, in the context in which I'm in, that can prove to be quite difficult. I'm in a congregationally governed church, a Baptist church, and as a consequence, the sole responsibility, the total responsibility lies with the membership. And that makes it quite difficult to lead. It means that you have to lead in a certain way, you have to encourage people along, you have to encourage followership. But the fact still remains that I'm called to lead. Sometimes I find that a burden, sometimes I find that a curse. But when I don't lead, when I feel cowed or discouraged or bowed down by the criticisms and the pressures and expectations that are often placed upon us as leaders, the church never fares well. And so the thought for the week this week is simply this: are you called by God to lead? Because when God calls, he anoints and he equips. And if that's the case, then you are doing the church a disservice if you do not rise to your call and lead the church forward. Hope you found that helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you fancy commenting, we'd love to hear from you. Always interested in dialogue, always interested in learning from one another, because that's what we're about, isn't it? And if you like to follow us, then we're producing videos like this all the time.